Hi, so I have one or two things to talk to you guys about. So, this video is about the importance of not online dating. Because something I would do a lot because I was sick of the world and I was sick of hanging out with people who lived near me. That to the point where I just started making friends online and only talking to people online and not going out and obviously getting into relationships that people did not live near me, and which is very dangerous because they can like pretend to be someone else when they're like a man or something, like an old man. And this is really about what happened to me, which it's a lot of lying, and there's a YouTuber I know, his name is Unreal VR. He has over a little bit of, he has over 200 subs, just a little bit. He is a part of this story because of some of the things he said in lobbies with me that weren't true about the story that I told him about what happened. So he could have been the reason that what happened could have derailed everything. I would have had people in my comments talking about this, and it would have been him because I knew the actual story. He got the story, but he didn't understand it. So here's the story. I'm not gonna waste you guys' time. I want to get right into it so I can address what has been going on. It is like 3:30 in the morning. I'm tired, but I'm gonna tell you the story. I met this girl on Rec Room. I'm gonna keep her name off this video because if I put her name out there, I'm worried that what will happen is bad, because obviously I don't want to ruin anyone's privacy. But I met this girl and we got along very well, and obviously everything was going well, and she told me she liked me, so I was like, okay, I liked her too. I'll admit it, I did like her too, but not until I found out what happens later. We started dating and we only dated for a week, and while we were dating she had a best friend. Her best friend, he was very like wanting to hurt himself sort of person. Every time she would go talk to him, she would tell me to like go away. Like she wouldn't let me be there when she would talk to him, which is fine. He's her friend and he's also got some private stuff going on and she wants to help him out with that without other people hearing. But she's 17. Her best friend is under, I'll just say he's 9 years old. Her best friend. About in the middle of the relationship, I was thinking like, could she be with him? Because I didn't know his actual age yet. His thing says he's 14 because he doesn't want to get banned off the apps he's on. He does sound like he's 14. I was thinking, could she be with him? But then I thought, that's a 3-year age difference. So I was wondering, yeah, there's no way. And every time she would tell me to go away, I'd just be talking to other people. And then she would come back to me saying, I don't know what to do with him. He's just left the game, saying he's not okay. I'm saying, like, why don't you be there for him? And one night, she got really depressed and wanted to unalive herself. And to the point, because I didn't know anything she had lied to me about yet, I convinced her not to, but in my mind it's like I didn't convince her because she ended up texting me saying goodbye and then went offline. She never gave me any sort of social media, which was a problem on my part because why go out with someone if you don't know what they look like and refuse to show you what they look like? She texted me the next morning saying I didn't do it. But that night that she did all that she said she was going to do what she wanted, I learned some things. She her best friend spoke to me and said that she was his girlfriend, which confused me. I broke the news. I was like, she agreed to be in a relationship with me. I broke the news to him. He said it was fine. He was fine with it, I think. I'm not sure how he is right now, but he also said, he asked me a couple questions and went, do you know how old she is? And I was like, yeah, she's 17. And he went, no, she's 11. And that caught me off guard. I was like, did she lie all this time about her age? To lie about her age to an age that could put me in jail, plus derail everything I've done to achieve the goals I have in the past few months. So that's when I realized if she had done what she did that night, I would obviously feel bad that she did all that, but I'd also be mad at her for what she lied to me about. And not much happened for the next couple of days. Me and her best friend spoke a couple of times, and about 2 days later, I kept getting spam texted from her saying that I'm sorry for what I lied about, sorry for what I did. I said I never agreed to be in a relationship with him, and she was lying out of her mind. And I realized she's not 11, she is 17. But what she did could have derailed her career, her job, her friends, could have derailed everything. That's why I'm not mentioning her name, because as much as she's apologized, I don't want to ruin her life, even though it's something that she did was wrong. And it could ruin her life if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not that sort of person. She lied to him to saying she was 11 when he was 9 years old, to technically be friends with him and let him be comfortable talking to her. But she definitely knew he liked her in that he thought it was a relationship. She definitely knew he did think that. But she didn't stop it. She denied it. She had a picture in her dorm room or rec room of them two kissing, but denied it and said it was a hug to me when I would ask. And her best friend confirmed that they were kissing and she's lied to me. But I haven't spoken to her in the past couple of days. I know I've gotten texts from her saying sorry. I did talk to her the other day saying, next time, think about your actions. The next time you date someone, don't lie to them, because that could have put you in jeopardy. And me just knowing that she could have been 11 years old and I was dating her, even just for a week, that could have put me, my mental health, my career, everything down into a grave. I would have not been myself anymore, would have lost everything. So I came on here to address that, but also to address what Unreal VR has done. I told him about the story, I told him about everything, because I felt I needed to talk to someone, and he was being nice. And every time I go into a lobby with him now, he'll say to random people in that public lobby that I dated an 11-year-old. Doesn't tell anyone that I didn't know, doesn't tell anyone that she lied to me, just says, look, this guy dated an 11-year-old. He always says it after I say my age. He always says it after I say I'm 16. He dated an 11-year-old. Which, why would you do that? You know the story. Until I told him the stuff, I finally heard that she wasn't 11, but she still told other people I dated an 11-year-old. I don't want to put any hate down on him because I'm not as big of a YouTuber as him, but he did that stuff wrong. He shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have told other people my business and change up the story. Well, he didn't really change up the story, but he said parts of the story that could have been taken wrong. He said out of context. So at some point I have not really spoken to Unreal. He's been gone pretty well. He's got over 200 subs. I don't want to ruin that for him. Once again, I'm not that sort of person. But yeah, he could have put my career also. He could have, I could have lost followers. Not that I do this for followers. I do this because YouTube's been a passion of mine for a while. For years, actually. Since I was 8 years old. Half my life. So yeah, I'm only addressing this because just in case he says something and then someone says something on their YouTube about, even though I'm a small YouTuber, I should be hated on and shit like that. I wanted to address that I did not know anything about this whole situation. Everything I said is completely true. But really, that's all I have to talk to you guys about today. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.